Hi guys. It has been a crazy, exhausting, stressful 36 hours. So when we got the original okay that the loans went through and we got the short sale approval, it was called a Mr. Cooper special. And if you ever get a Mr. Cooper special, or you've ever worked with one, or if you are going to, it says in the Mr. Cooper special, you have to close on or before such and such day by such and such time. So ours was we needed to close on Tuesday before 2 o'clock. That was our deadline. Tuesday was yesterday. And so, you know, I didn't know. I've never done a short sale before. My husband and I put an offer in one, but we didn't end up buying that many years ago. So I didn't know like how stringent they were. Like if we didn't close, was that it? Was that over? And so, so Monday night, it was very stressful. It started Monday night because my clients, their loans still hadn't been approved. Because if you go back, if you remember, BK Global had come back and they said we can't close until November 15th. So we thought we had 8 more days. And then a week later, they came back and they said, okay, we're clear to close. Well, that only gave us 4 business days to finish up their loan. And I mean, their loan was like in the works, but once we figured, I didn't think there was any chance to get it moved up. So once we figured, once we heard we had 18 more days, the loan officer put it on back order. And hindsight, I wish we wouldn't have done that. I had canceled the survey because at that point we didn't even, my clients hadn't even signed the extension. So I didn't want them to have to pay for a survey if they didn't end up signing the extension because they didn't know what they were going to do, what they chose to do. And so, so we had 4 business days to finish the loan, get the survey. And so come Monday night, the survey company, I'd called and ordered 3, which usually the title company takes care of that, but the lady who helping us at the title company, she happened to be off that day. So I just called like 3 title companies and I finally found one and he said, I'll have it to you Monday. I called the title company on Monday evening and the guy's like, oh, I'm burning the candle at both ends. You'll have your survey tomorrow, which was Tuesday, the day we were supposed to close. So I'm stressed about that they don't have the survey, but at least he's like saying, okay, he'll get it in. But I'm really stressed about my clients not having their loan set in place and their loan approved. Sorry, I look so tired. I'm so tired. So Tuesday comes and my client's loan is still not approved. And I am just like kind of like sweating bullets because I'm like, oh my gosh, we are supposed to close by 2 o'clock. Well, around noon, someone from BK Global said, yeah, it does say that, but we have until Wednesday afternoon, you know, as long as everything's done by Wednesday afternoon. So I like kind of breathe a sigh of relief. The loan gets approved. We're in Florida. The bank's in California that has to approve it. So like, well, everything's almost done here. We had to wait till noon for them to open over there. So the title company didn't have any of the stuff. And things were just kind of going back and forth. None of it was in my control, but I'm just like waiting for the green light. Yes, go in and sign the papers to close. And so it wasn't until like I'm literally like driving on my way to the title company. Like we get like a tentative approval and I'm like, hey, I'm just going to show up at 4:30 with my clients. And they're like, okay, that's fine. So I get a tentative approval and I'm driving over at like 3:45 and they call and they're like, okay, here's the final transfer wire amount. So I have to call my clients. They have to still stop at the bank. They have to do the transfer. So our appointment's at 4:30 and I don't know if you've ever been to Tampa, Florida, but the traffic is terrible. I mean, just terrible. Like I have lived in San Diego. I've lived in Texas. I've lived in Colorado. I've never been to New York. And I've been to LA. It's pretty bad there too. So maybe it's comparable to LA's traffic. I don't know. And I can only imagine New York's traffic. So it's probably not as bad as that. That doesn't matter. Anyway, traffic is terrible here. And it's raining. And if you've ever been in Florida rain, it doesn't like lightly rain. It's like sheets of rain. Feels like you're in a hurricane for 10-15 minutes, but it like backs everything up. And so my clients are late because the traffic is so bad. So the title guy comes out and he's like, hey, I'm so sorry, but if they are not here by 5:30, we've got to go. And it's like 4:50 when he says that, and I'm like texting him, where are you guys? And they're like, oh, we're like 10 minutes away. They walked in at like 5:10, and I have never paced, you guys. I've never paced in my life. I've never understood that. I was pacing that poor title company's office like a crazy person. I was like, oh my gosh, they're not gonna get here. Because you can literally just send traffic here. Oh my gosh. But the good news is they got there. They closed. They signed all their paperwork. But ironically, for the first time ever, my clients were the buyers. The buyers signed the paperwork before the sellers. I didn't even know you could do that. I thought the sellers always had to sign first. But I'm guessing it's because they didn't have time to get it to the trustee for the short sale to sign first. So as we're leaving, the title lady, the sweet lady, oh, she was just so wonderful. Her name was Pam. Pam's like, hey, just so you know, the sellers haven't signed. And because of the bank being on the California coast, it might be early afternoon before you hear anything. So we feel like we've closed. We leave. We're happy. You made it. You guys signed your papers. This has been a forever long process. This amazing house is yours. Go enjoy it. Yay. Right? So then Wednesday comes around today. And I'm like first thing in the morning, I text the lender and I text the title company, and I'm just like, hey, if you guys need anything, please let me know. I don't hear anything, which is fine. I didn't expect to hear anything, but I just wanted them to know I'm available if they need me. So like 10 o'clock comes, noon, 2 o'clock. Now once 2 o'clock comes, I'm like starting to get like a little worried, but I'm like, well, I'm sure it's fine. Only the seller needs to sign everything. The wire transfer should be done. So like 4 o'clock comes, and I'm like starting to get like really worried. 5 o'clock comes, so I call the lender and I'm like, hey, have you heard anything? Has this funded? What's going on? Did they just forget to let me know it closed? And apparently when the sellers had signed some documents, the trustee had missed a page, and then the selling realtor had missed 2 pages that they needed. So I docu-signed them to those people. They got them back, and I'm not kidding. It was at here. I've got it written down so I don't give you the wrong time. It was at 6:23 that we closed. And here I'm thinking, oh my gosh, no, it's this Mr. Cooper. And if we don't close by noon on Tuesday, that's it. I don't know. But we are closed. It's official. Oh my gosh, you guys. This was it was so stressful. It was so stressful. But it was so worth it. My clients got this house that they could have never ever got outside of a short sale or maybe a foreclosure. I mean, it's just it's gonna change their lives, and I'm so happy I got to be part of this with my clients. And it was very stressful though, but very worth it and very rewarding. Thank you guys, and thanks to everyone who's watched my videos. I can't believe it. I just appreciate it so much. I'm guessing most of my watches are from my mom, so thanks, Mom. I love you. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, down there. And if you want to, please subscribe if you guys want to see more. I'm happy to do a video on whatever you might have a question about. And thank you so much. And I'm glad this short sale's over, and I'm excited to make videos about other subjects in real estate. Thanks, guys. Bye.